Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, where today we are going to be doing a tag video, specifically the end of year book tag. Now, if I remember correctly, this was originally done by Ariel Bissett, but I most recently saw it on Julie's channel over at Keep Calm with Books and Coffee. And of course, I will leave both videos linked down below. But seeing it over on Julie's channel reminded me that I had not yet done this tag for this year, and I really do like this one. It's a really nice transition into the end of the year, so I thought I would go ahead and do it. So, jumping right into the questions. The first one is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Now, I'm of course not going to include the things that I am actively working on. So apart from all of those books, there's only one thing that I have started and then kind of put aside because it just wasn't working for me in the moment, and that is Seasonal Fears by Shannon McGuire. So I picked this up and I read like 6 pages, so I didn't even get very deep before I was just like, oh, I do not have the brain power for this particular book, and I just put it off to the side. I do want to read this. I liked Middle Game. I think that I'm going to like this, especially since I have some pretty good expectations going into it. And it's just, I pre-ordered this book, so I would like to read it. So, question number 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? Actually, yes, I do. Seasonal Fears by Shannon McGuire. And this is a really great book for that, just because this is a book that is about seasons. We're dealing with I think it's the Queen of Winter, King of Winter, or Queen of Summer, something like that. But we're dealing with embodiments, or maybe just the people who control the seasons. And I know that winter is going to play a big part of it. And so that feels like a really nice, November, early December kind of vibe to me. So I'm hoping that that's how this is, and it will be a nice transition into the very end of the year. Question number 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yes, I have 3. So the first one is Into the Riverlands by Neve Vo, and this comes out October 25th. So the day that this is going up. So as of filming, I still do not have it in my hands, so I'm waiting for it. And then I do have the Red Scholar's Wake by Aliette de Bodard, and this is supposed to come out November 24th. Now, I don't know if that's a UK only release date and they're going to do a physical copy for the US release some other day. I still haven't quite figured it out, because they have like an ebook and a physical copy for the UK release, but only an ebook for the US release. So I'm hoping that there's going to be a physical copy for the US release as well, but I don't know how all of that's going to work. The release date that I've seen has been November 24th. This is the next Shuya Universe novel, or novella maybe. I'm not sure the length. And so I'm going to want to pick it up. I just know that at least the release date that's being said is November 24th. And then the last one is Sweep of the Heart by Ilona Andrews, which comes out December 13th. And this is the latest installment of the Innkeeper Chronicles, which is a series that I have very much been enjoying. So, question number 4. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Well, so the first one is Empire of Sand by Tasha Suri. This has been a book that I have been eyeballing for so long, and I have just decided it's time. I am going to read it. And I actually did start it. I don't think you can see my bookmark very well, but yes, I did actually start it. I'm like a chapter in, and I'm excited. Like, this is going to get read by the end of the year, because it's time. That's what I have decided. And then the other 2 books I really want to get to before the end of the year. The first one is Hench by Natalie Zena Walcott, and the other is Zero Sum Game by S.L. Huang. And this, I want to get to both of these books by the end of the year, because they were both on my latest 5-star prediction video, which I think I did like a year and a half ago, which is so long. And so I just really want to get to them. Now, I have been putting them off, The first one, Zero Sum Game, I went to go get it from my library and they only had the audiobook. So I'm going to have to find a different way to get a hold of this book, which is just more complicated. And so I just haven't put into in the effort yet. And then Hench, I kind of put off because I put it on my 5-star prediction list and then basically immediately heard some very mixed things about it that lead me to believe that I may not like it as much as I originally thought I was going to. So I'm not quite as excited about it anymore. But I do want to read these. They're in that video. I kind of want to wrap up that video, but I have to read these 2 books first. So those are the other 2 books that I am trying to get to by the end of the year. Number 5, is there a book that you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? And the answer is no. And it has nothing to do with the quality of the books that I think I'm going to pick up between now and the end of the year, and everything to do with the fact that I read Iron Widow by Sharon J. Zhao at the beginning of the year and connected so strongly with it that I can't see anything even coming close to that. I don't generally connect strongly with books, at least not on that level. Like, I can count them on one hand, those kinds of books. So I don't think I'm going to get another one this year. I would be incredibly surprised. Happy, but very, very surprised. So no, I don't think that there's going to be anything else like that between now and the end of the year. And then question 6 is, have you already started making reading plans for next year? Yes, because I have zero chill. Now I am being very, very cautious about how I do this. If you've been around, you know that like I had goals at the beginning of the year, and then in the middle of the year, I just kind of threw them all out and said I'm not doing goals for the rest of the year. And that has actually been really great. I haven't been doing goals. I haven't even been doing TBRs. And it's been really, really nice. But I also recognize I need a little bit more guidance with how I'm picking out my books, just because I naturally go for patterns and rules and guidance and things. And so I'm not going to make any goals, I don't think, but I am thinking about maybe some really, really low key projects that can kind of guide how I pick out books, some of my books in a month. And already thinking about how I'm going to incorporate that in and ensuring that it stays low key instead of going high key like I tend to go with everything. So yeah, I've been thinking about it. I've got some ideas and I am excited for them. But that is it. Those are all of the questions for the end of year book tag. If you would like to answer these questions, I'd love to hear your answers or read them as the case may be. If you have any thoughts or feelings about my answers, please leave me a comment down below. But that is all I have. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. And until next time, have happy reading, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.